Greetings fam! If you want a next-level gaming monitor that brings OLED contrast with ultra-smooth performance, the MSI MAG 321 UPX QD OLED might just be the one. It's a 31.5 inches, marketed as 32 inches, 4K UHD Quantum Dot OLED, rocking 240 Hz, 0.03 milliseconds response, and HDR, and I've dug into spec sheets, user forums, and real reviews so you get a clear, honest breakdown. Click the link in bio if you're ready to shop. First, the panel itself is a major flex. QD OLED gives you vibrant, punchy colors and true blacks. According to MSI's official spec sheet, this monitor covers 99% of DCI P3, 97.5% Adobe RGB, and even 138% sRGB, which means whether you're gaming or doing creative work, color accuracy and richness are top tier. In terms of resolution and clarity, you're looking at 3840x2160, 4K UHD, which is perfect for immersive gaming or visual work. The refresh rate is 240 Hz and the response time is rated at 0.03 milliseconds, GTG, which means super smooth motion, no major ghosting or blur when things move fast. This monitor supports adaptive sync, too, with a dynamic refresh range of 48 Hz to 240 Hz so you can avoid tearing and stutter when your GPU's frame rate changes. For HDR, it's got DisplayHDR True Black 400, which leverages the OLED's natural contrast for deeper darks. Although peak brightness is relatively modest, around 250 nits per spec. On connectivity, you get 1x DisplayPort 1.4a, 2x HDMI 2.1, both supporting 4K at 240 Hz, and a USB-C port with DisplayPort Alt mode and 15W power delivery, per MSI's spec sheet. There's also a headphone out jack, and the stand is adjustable, tilt, swivel, height, pivot, so you can set it up comfortably. MSI includes OLED Care 2.0, which means there are features to help minimize burn and risk, pixel shifting, panel protection, and more. That's important because OLED panels are powerful, but they can be sensitive over long-term usage. From user feedback, there are both highs and lows. Some users report momentary blackouts when idle, likely due to power saving or OLED care behavior. When I leave the screen idle, the screen briefly goes black for about 1 second, only when it's left alone. Others mention coil whine when waking from standby, though they don't always hear it during active use. Firmware has been a hot topic. The new firmwares are released. Fixed the unexpected behavior of MSI OLED Care Panel Protect. That's good to know, but some earlier builds lacked automatic color profile switching between SDR and HDR, or had odd panel turning off behavior. There are some performance trade-offs, too. Several users say that the HDR 1000 nit mode feels very dim, and that the True Black mode is more practical for overall brightness. Also, if you're after super bright HDR highlights like on an OLED TV, this monitor isn't quite there. OLED's strength here is in contrast and color, not raw HDR brightness. So, is the MSI MAG 321 UPX QD OLED worth it? Based on my thorough research, I'd say yes, especially if you want rich color, fast motion, and deep blacks without compromising responsiveness. It's a premium panel with some compromises, but for competitive gamers and creative users who want that OLED punch, it's a genuinely compelling pick. Click the link below for the best price.